1, 2, 3, 4. Go!
Hey everyone, I'm NanoElite666, and you're watching me play Guild Wars 2 End of Dragons. We are back out here in Arborstone, outside of New Kuunavang City, where we are supposed to be a safe haven, where I can hide out and not draw the attention of the authorities while I pursue Anka and her Aether Blades, and try to fix the whole oops, the reactor broke, and the Elder Dragon escaped, and bad things are happening. But, as you can tell, it's looking a little not too good here. All the people who are supposed to be here are dead. There's this weird thing floating here.
No, that isn't possible. It's like someone took the square root of -1 and just put it in the sky. What villain would disrespect the laws of physics like this?
Really? That's the thing you're hung up on here?
Look, the universe has rules. Break those rules and nothing, I mean nothing, makes sense. Nothing can be trusted. Down is up is down, water is dry. Am I still Goric?
You are definitely still Goric.
But for how long? Alright, so someone took the square root of -1 and put it in the sky. But did they divide by 0 in the process? That's how I know things are truly broken. Look, dead bodies.
Where is Ishan? He was supposed to be protecting these people.
Looks like he abandoned his post.
Or he was first to go.
Or he killed the people. I mean, a floating corpse. Oh, I was to say, floating corpse in a tendril thing. No, it's just a trick of perspective. I say the journal did say Sean was getting grumpy. Resonant book. Corrupted book. Archimedes stood side by side with Terrify his emperor. Through it, the imperial clarity. It may have been forbidden sources, cousins of forces to Cantha's mysterious origin. But someone, perhaps the Sovereign's bodyguard, was to be entrusted with the ambush and rituals in 1375. Shiro Tagachi? Perhaps government... Perhaps government, let alone taboo powers, were second to take the child and executing the table of their studies, and have been reported that the harvest of Shiro went to the killer who made such a cabal of purity, which was taken to... You attempt to read the rest of the volume, but the remaining contents of this book continue to elude rational thought. Yeah, I'd say they do. Not a lot of that makes sense. Not a lot of that makes sense. Anyways, floating corpse, that can't be good. Body of this guard is floating in the air, defying gravity even in death. Let's just leave it there. Pile of straw.
Their faces are horrified. Like they were scared to death. Literally.
Poor bastards. Kicked around their whole lives just to die like this.
An unsent letter. Nico. Well, we're spending our first night in Ekavald in a dirty old ruin. Mom says we'll head to Mori village tomorrow, but the roads aren't safe at night. One of the kestrels is going to escort us. I don't know why we came to this stupid place if the roads aren't even safe, but after the bakery shut down, my parents just had to leave New Kuunavang. I think it's a grass is greener kind of deal, and that they're just being nostalgic for when they were fledglings pecking around in the dirt with flower petals in their feathers or something. I think they're going to remember how awesome jade batteries are after a few months of doing everything by hand, but I'm stuck here till they do. Ugh, this is so stupid, Nico. Miss you and everyone else already. Please, please, please write me and let me know what happens in the Birds of a Feather finale. Okay, that's all for now. I guess next time I'll write from our new home in the trees. Joy. Rue. Well, the letter never got sent. Hey, what's this? A hastily written note. To my love, Nangan. If you find this, it means that Arborstone has fallen, and I'm sorry. Ayumi tried to help us, but we'd lost too many to some kind of darkness. Others simply died. Of what, only the mists can say. Barely a handful of us remain. We will barricade ourselves in the inner sanctum and hide as long as we can. I hope we see each other again. If not, know that the Kestrels live on so long as Ekavald remains independent, and that I will be at peace in the sky above sky. Please lay me to rest in Mori village next to my grandfather. They are calling for me. Stay safe, my love. Sayo. That's weird. Bizarre. Oh, the boat is float. Okay, it's a boat floating strangely.
That's not how that's supposed to go.
No, it is not. While all boats float, this one does so in a way that is contrary to every known law of physics or magic. Alright, we got like one more thing to find, and one more thing to find. Scattered bodies.
What happened here? They look like they were in the middle of unpacking.
His chest is hollow. All the internal organs are gone.
But there's no visible wounds. Where the hell did they go?
Well, don't look at me. You're the death expert. You hear that? Came from over there.
Should we investigate?
Yes, but keep your eyes and ears open. We're not alone here.
Internal organs aren't supposed to just disappear. Alright, Jory, what's going on?
No!
Navan. Everything okay?
Ishan? What happened to you?
That's Ishan?
A saltspray dragon! But it's like those creatures outside. A shade.
A couple achievements. I don't know what they are. I suppose I could. What is... Oh, let's get out of the way of that. Let's see. Defeat before the timer runs out without being obscured through
Watch the ground. I'll come aboard
damage
the
by its
protection.
acid attacks. Come back here.
It apparently brought friends.
Alright, all you stinkies, come to me! Alright, dragon.
coming.
Well, then let's kill them! That looks like an ice beam clogging. Or coated. I stepped in an acid pool. Shadow Destroyer. Alright, let's...
Staggered! Just a few more good blows should bring it down!
Ishan, my friend, please come back to us. We did not survive the horrors of Shirotagachi only to have your story end here.
Wait, what did she just say?
Did not survive the horrors of Shiro. Navan, how old are you?
It's over.
Ishan. I'm so sorry I left you to this fate.
The anomaly's vanished. It must have been ambient corruption from the magic in the salt spray.
Ishan was consumed by the same power that will take Soo-Won. And then all of Tyria. The Void.
The Void?
The force that emerged from the broken dragon cycle. Which, if not stopped, will unwind reality one thread at a time.
Care to tell us how it is you know all this? And what was the magic you used? Never seen anything like it.
I have. When Aurene shielded me against Balthazar's fire. Who are you, really?
You deserve the truth. Soo-Won said I could trust you, but I had to be sure.
Soo-Won?
I have a hunch just this instant. Let's see if it pays off. The answer appears to be yes. Kuunavang, how you doing?
You're Soo-Won's champion.
I am. It's been centuries since I revealed my true form. To a mortal. The last time... well... that mortal was a hero. Much like yourself. One who saved me from a terrible fate.
See factions for that.
Now time is short. But I'm sure you have questions.
Okay. It occurred to me, right as that conversation was going down, wait a minute, Navan. Those letters are in the name Kuunavang. I see, I see. There we go. Time is short, and the void continues to spread, but you need to know what we are up against, so I'll answer your questions if I can. What exactly are those creatures?
The void is raw magic. Chaos incarnate. In the beginning, everything was void. Then the mother dragon, Soo-Won, brought order. splitting the void into 6 domains of magic. She could not maintain that order alone, so she took on the domain of water and gave the others to the 5 elder dragons. It was on that foundation that all material life on Tyria flourished.
Alright, how are you able to take human form?
I'm not certain I can explain it. I become like water, and water can take many forms. We saltsprays taught ourselves many tricks over the years. This one is not easy for us, but it is certainly useful. There are times when it's easier to protect if you can blend in among those you're protecting, live their lives. Ishan always said I was spending too much time in that form, too much time away. But I learned more every day.
Alright, how was Soo-Won's containment helping?
The chamber that June built siphoned off Soo-Won's growing power and used it to fuel Cantha. You might have noticed that this technology has been unreliable lately. That was because the void was being siphoned off as well, but only into machines, thankfully. Now with Soo-Won unleashed, its tendrils are working out from her to wind their way through the rest of the world.
Alright, I need to know what we can do to help Soo-Won.
I don't know. She allowed herself to be contained because he was the only possible option. Without the stability provided by the other Elder Dragons, and with that containment chamber destroyed.
She'll be overwhelmed.
Would it help if we could find another way to siphon off some of that magic?
Using Anka's extractor.
Yes, that might work. It would buy time, at least.
But it means we need to find Anka. Fast.
Alright, let's make a plan with the team. Alright, you have anything more to say? No. Jory!
Kaz, Tiny, were you listening to what Kuunavang had to say?
Yes? I have so many questions!
Questions we don't have time for now. We need to find Anka.
She didn't leave us much to work with at the reactor.
And the only assumed troublemaker on Minsec's radar is standing right here in front of me.
Gorik, you know her better than any of us. Any insights into her personality that might help?
She successfully lured me into an incredibly obvious trap. It's fair to say I don't know her at all anymore. If I ever did.
Hello, Lady Navan? Or Kuunavang, I should say. I wanted to tell you about Ishan. He fought it as long as he could. We're only alive because of him.
Thank you.
I overheard you all talking, and I think I might be able to help. I'm Ayumi, and I'm a member of the Kestrels, which means it's my job to know everything that's going on in Echovault. I need to escort these people to Mori Village, but we can talk when I get back.
Hey, there's some survivors. Alright, reward just all this stuff. Leg skin, loot bags, bags. Unlocks the Arborstone Revitalization Mastery Track. And, oh, an Arborstone Portal Scroll. Fallout is completed. Wait. Before I do that, let's do that. You upgrade your Jade Bot to be able to set up a personal waypoint. Okay, now let's take this and not lose that experience. Let's talk to people. Detective, there's something you need, Commander? You said you were a Kurzik?
Half Kurzik, on my mother's side. Enough that I stand out as not Canthan enough for some people. Of course, I'm not Kurzik enough for some people either. Have apathic skin, especially growing up where I did. I was lucky, though. Minsec took a chance on me. Shouldn't have to be lucky to make it out of the slums, though. Shouldn't be any slums to begin with.
No, there shouldn't. Kuunavang, what do you have to say? Champion, you look as though you still have some questions. Yes, so why were you disguised as a human?
It's my honor to look after the people of Kantha for Soo-Won. I discovered long ago that the best way to do that was from within, rather than without. Your kind need a sensible voice in your ears, more than you need a dragon on the mount. The Empress knew my real identity, as did her father before her, and his father before him.
Alright. What did you mean about a terrible fate?
I was imprisoned by the assassin Shiro Tangachi. More than imprisoned. I was under his poisonous control. Used as a weapon against his enemies. Until I was finally released by an alliance of heroes. Soo-Won offered me a new path. Inspired by the heroes who saved me, I became Soo-Won's representative in the mortal world. Watcher and protector.
Yeah, it's all talking about stuff that happened in the factions campaign for the first game. Long time ago. How long have you served, Soo-Won?
I felt it when she woke. All those of the sea did. A presence powerful enough to drive back the shadows in the depths. But it was not until Zaitan that I sought her out. An act of desperation to save what was left of a land I loved. It takes effort for one like her to see you. We are but moments in her infinite life. I did not know if she would care. But she did. Somehow, she did. I became her champion. My bond with her is much like yours with Aureen. Or perhaps more like your friend Keith's. I feel her, but she doesn't control me. She's come to mean a lot to me. It was hard when she chose to put herself in June's machine. But even now, she's always taking the long view.
Alright, and who was Ishan to you? Oh, Ishan. Ishan, why is this not voiced? Ishan was one of the few remaining saltspray dragons I could call my friend. Many of us were imprisoned by Shiro Takachi together in the Harvest Temple. Oh? It was a difficult experience. Many of us emerged with deep hurts that made it difficult to ever resume our free lives. Ishan was one of those, at first. I'm sorry. When I found him, he was in a terrible place. I was almost forced to kill him to protect those he might hurt otherwise, but instead he was inspired to live by my example, to be a protector. A good purpose. And that's how he died, protecting. It became his purpose, and it served him until the end. What a life. Do you still have more? No. Hi, people. How are you? Anyways, that seems to be all there is to do here. Hey, look. That looks like a char there. Several hours later. Oh. Are we out in the new map officially? Or are we in Arborstone? Yeah, we're in Arborstone. This is going to be a new sort of instance thing, like, oh, what was it? The old Sunspear Sanctuary was for doing stuff in Alona. Anyways, let's go to the door to the command quarters.
He's so fixated on revenge.
I know. I worry about him too. But I'm keeping an eye on him. I'll make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
Too stupid.
Hi, Commander. Did Kuunavang have anything more to say about the dragon cycle?
Not yet. We're working hard to track down Anka right now.
Understood. We're busy over here, too.
Timey. So much to do, so little time. Can I help you with something, Commander? How are things going with June?
Busy. Ever since the reactor was destroyed, June's been trying to figure out how to fix it. And see what we built?
I did notice you look a little different.
Yes, Junlai has an entire medtech division. They make braces for conditions like mine. They're incredible. I feel almost no pain when I'm wearing them. I did a little tweaking to the design, added some extra functionality. June's gonna incorporate my changes into Junlai's next model.
Do you have cybernetic legs now? Can't tell too well on the hologram. You're definitely wearing different leg gear than your usual getup. Not sure if they are actually like like we saw with, was it Alora? The one engineer had just straight up mechanical prosthetic limbs. Look for Gorik on the second level. Am I just going to fly up?
Oh. Hi, Commander.
Hi.
Do you mind?
No, I just want to eavesdrop on your conversation, which I seem to have done. And cut it off part way. Something.
I admit, I surprised even myself.
Well, I'm not at all surprised.
I miss you.
I miss you too. Bedroll's been pretty lonely.
I've got a great big empty bed here at the palace.
No, yeah? You just rubbing that in, or?
Well, not just.
Oh my. Anyways. I guess I go back outside. Back outside to find Gorik. Gorik, where are you at? Are you getting in trouble? The answer is probably. Tell you what, though. Then we got my ass who can't navigate. Oh, you're way up here. Hi, Gorik. What are you doing?
Hey, I've been experimenting with this really interesting Canthan tech. It's an autonomously driven deconstructor. Breaks down complex items into their component parts.
So, what are you working on here? Looks like some kind of Aetherblade tech.
The Kestrels found it in Echovolt, beeping like crazy. I think it's one of those airship transponders Renyak damaged.
There's no way it's from one of ours. That outer shell is too new. Ours were old. Garbage.
No, it's definitely an Aetherblade transponder. Or was at some point. Only an Aetherblade would splice a wire with a used bandage.
How could it possibly be Aetherblade? Renyak could have fixed it up when he got here? I don't know.
Could it help us find Anka?
Maybe. Just need to triangulate the signal destination. You can do that, right?
Can I do it, he asks. We'll get it done, Commander.
Commander, meet me at the entrance when you've got a minute. Ayumi's here with a new report about Anka.
Okay. Ivan, what are you doing here?
So, you're probably wondering what I'm doing here. I'm glad you asked. Except, you didn't. I mean...
Commander, I know I should have checked first, but I thought since Ivan didn't have anywhere else to go...
No. I mean, no, of course, Ivan. Maybe you can help us track down Anka and the Aetherblades.
Right. Speaking of which, where is my captain? Is she with you? Is she... I mean... Is she...
I'm sorry, Ivan.
Don't be sorry for Captain Trin. Be sorry for Anka. You're gonna get her, right?
I'll get her sooner if we're all working together.
Then I volunteer my services to your crew. If I think of anything that can help, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I might get Anka. the whole trying to do things that are going to unravel reality bit by bit is kind of a bad thing. Kind of needs to be stopped. The lighting in here is weird as hell. Zip line. I'm going to go ride it. Probably just goes down to the bottom floor, but I'm going to go ride it. Ride the zip line. Whee! Woo! Whee! Anyway, so I got that new mastery track. I wonder what that's gonna... Take a look at that real quick. Let's see... Base of operations increases resting experience enhancement from Arborstone in... Oh, do we get an experience buff? A rested experience buff now when we're here? Let's see. Base of operations, crafting center... Requires to finish a thing. Commerce operations and another thing. Part of me says I just keep working on the Jade bots. The Jade bots. Memorial. A curator. Hello, curator. Hello, welcome to New Tenakai. Well, perhaps we don't quite deserve to call ourselves that yet, but it's what we aspire to be. What do you do here? Tenakai Temple was a deeply sacred place where the souls of great heroes could be reached via shrines, so that they could still share their wisdom. Go on. However, the great tsunami flooded and destroyed the temple and the anchors for the spirits. They drifted free through the mists. Go on. Here we aim to create new anchors, not to tie them down, of course, but to let them visit this world once more and speak to a new generation. Are you trying to shackle the spirits? Gods, no. We would never think of such a thing. We only wish to offer safe temporary harbor to learn what they would teach us. I have another question. What's involved in developing this place? Time and resources, mostly. The old temple is underwater and in a dangerous location. We must pay divers to brave the wreckage and return with the old relics. The costs are adding up. Can I do anything to help? No need to get your hands dirty for our sake. You're a very busy person. If we focus on beautifying this place, people will come. Of that, I am sure. Alright. How do you commune with the spirits here? Simply read the plaques and spend a quiet moment meditating. Don't be discouraged if a spirit doesn't appear. Many have not found their way here yet. Give it time. Alright, and how are things? They progress. They progress. There were many souls in Tenakai, and we can only do our best to reach the most notable ones, and that will take some time. Memorial to Archamoris. Archamoris, champion of the Luxons. Along with the Kurzik champion and the assassin Vizu, he slew the betrayer Shiro Tagachi, though it cost him his life. Okay, so yeah, what I was talking about a few parts ago, Nika was the hero/henchman. No, she was just an NPC, wasn't she? Maybe she later became a hero. Vizu was the one who helped kill Shiro prior to the faction story. And Saint Victor, champion of the Kurzik, along with the Luxon's champion and the assassin Vizu, he slew the betrayer Shiro Tagachi, though it cost him his life. Memorial to Kaolai. Kaolai, wise ritualist, he played a god for the fate of his village and won, but his life was forfeit. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen. Farah, who are you?
Everything has a place in the eternal alchemy.
Blast this book-a-brain piece of... Oh, hello, I'm sorry. Just working on... Say, would you be interested in assisting on a valuable bit of scientific research? What do I have to do? Simple! Just tap the etheric concentrator here there, and guide the Ethereum logger through its calibration path. Just don't let it make contact with a dense surface, or it'll lose its charge. Say what? Touch the button, get under the bouncy ball so it doesn't hit the ground, and follow it to the end, right? Are there any side effects? Well, there is a possibility that you may be suffused with etheric energy and turn into a floating mote of pure energy for a while. It happens. It's kind of fun. Okay. We're not going to mess with that now. We are, however, going to wrap it up here. But before we do, I need to think of something. Graphics. Post-processing, where are you? Oh, yeah. The weird coloring here is definitely a post-processing effect. Low. High. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's where we're going to wrap it up for this part because it is that time. Once again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you've been enjoying. As always, if you have any suggestions or recommendations for games that you think I should play that might make for a good series like this at some point in the future, or if you just wish to give me a shout, give me some feedback, let me know how I'm doing. Am I doing good? Am I doing bad? If I'm doing bad, what can I do to go from doing bad to doing good? Or if you just wish to inform me that I am a terrible person because... I don't know. I don't have a good reason today. There's probably something I could come up with a good reason for me being terrible, but I don't feel like thinking of it. Maybe that's why I'm terrible. You may inform me of such in the comment box below. PC, PS4, PS5, and Switch for recording suggestions, as that is all that I can currently record on right now. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, then please subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be kept up to date whenever I post up new videos, and then you won't ever have to miss out on any of the shenanigans that go down. And this is my little corner of the internet. Also, if you know of anyone else who might enjoy watching this sort of thing, please share this video or one of my other videos with them. Point them in my general direction so maybe they might potentially swing by and be amused by the shenanigans that go down in this my little corner of the internet. Also, you should follow me on Twitter at NanoElite666, as I'll be using that to make news updates and announcements and such regarding the channel whenever the need should arise in the future. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you have been enjoying. I'm NanoElite666, and I will see you all next time, where I'll touch that thing and go bouncing around the thing, and things will probably happen. I don't know. I might forget in the span of the few seconds or minute or so it takes me to start up the next part.